Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this morning with Mickey and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Mickey's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivations that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Mickey's going to come home with all kinds of training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, Mickey is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Mickey heel, and they take off walking. Now, heeling is a position as well as an exercise. So heel position is with the dog, even with your left leg. If Mickey puts the brakes on or doesn't want to walk with Rich, you'll see Rich encourage him, but he also corrects him, and then Mickey gets right out of it. So that's one of the things with him, is that you can't give up. You can't let him win. I don't think I've ever met a more stubborn French Bulldog in my life. Nice automatic sit. So each time that Rich stops walking, he's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So this makes walking him a pleasure instead of a drag. And when you stop to cross traffic, he sits automatically. He's looking up at Rich. And the next command that they're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Practice these exercises indoors as well as outdoors. That's very important, because house behavior is one of your problems. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him. Mickey should remain still until Rich gets back to heel position, and then he gets another command, and they heel out of that. And to give Mickey a little bit of credit this morning, it's like 17 degrees here, so we've got a little blanket out here for him to lay down on and to sit down on. Now he's starting to anticipate the next command. So Rich told him no sit. He stays in that seated position. This time, instead of returning back to him, Rich is going to demonstrate the come on command. He comes right in and sits facing your knees. No more jumping all over, and then he goes back to heel and back sitting. Very good. If you speed up on your walks, he should do the same. If you slow down, he should slow down. He should always be matching pace with you. He likes that blanket. Nice automatic sit. Rich leaves him in another stay. He's going to use his name in a happy voice, and he's going to call him in. Coming to you should always be rewarded with praise or good job or something, because you always want him to come to you when he's called. Now, the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are our down commands. And that's the main reason why we brought the blanket out for him. The first one is the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left open palm straight down toward the ground, the one-word command to down and stay. This is a great exercise to practice in your house. No distraction, no frozen ground. When Rich returns back to him, Mickey remains lying there until Rich gets back to where they started, and everything starts and stops at that heel position. And Rich will demonstrate that down from a heel position again for you. Always have your dog seated first, left open palm straight down toward the ground, the one-word command to down and stay. And this time Rich will call him out of that and have him sit. And then he goes back to heel and back sitting. Good job, buddy. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. We couldn't have picked a colder day for Mickey to graduate. Rich leaves him in a sit-stay. He turns to face him. This is the only time he's going to use his right hand to give the command. And Mickey lays down and stays. Now you know Mickey as well as we do, and I think that this was an awesome video. He did a really good job under pretty frigid circumstances of demonstrating all of his new commands. We will see you this afternoon, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.